had me in the booth, bucking nose. First, the episode showed the whole black posted. Everybody not the vocals. Any social, I'm posted. I'm like riding. I can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shook. I just heard that he died on the last Friday. How about your feelings, how about your feelings? Come high, I'm the ceiling, come. I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it cracking like a kill it. In the backyard, chilling with you. I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I don't want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the pelican bees. A little to the little thick thing, keep it. Got a feel like she shines with Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader. I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like one day. Don't see it, just at the zip out, watching never hip hop. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Anything on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, now to these kind of politics. Got my guys already, got my queen already, how I sound already, how my songs already. Gotta imagine how they ain't on already. I don't care. Take it day by day. My vice is money and my cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high, I'm the ceiling,
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Athletics and the Chicago Cubs. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Just off the outside edge. And the home opener is underway. Line drive.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Jacob Wilson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Soto hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Tap foul at the plate. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ripped on a line. Reaching down and makes the grab. Back here at the friendly confines. And getting to start, JT Ginn.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. We're talking about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Wind of the pitch. Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida.
Runner, yes, yes.
Yeah. 1-1.
Crow Armstrong gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting third.
Here's Juan Soto.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Move to first. Dives back. Out. Two down, nobody on. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here at Wrigley Field, now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Nola back to work. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And that is out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Shea Langoliers now at the plate. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Got it started a little too early, strike 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Second inning here, no score. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Next up for the A's, Nick Kurtz.
Nick Kurtz.
That one fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Butler hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Now
The
here's Jake
baseman,
Cronenworth. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. That one ripped, and foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Wilson fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-handed bat.
Gavin Sheets.
In for a strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And that one fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton here. Is the rookie third baseman, Max Muncy. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Luis Arias.
The second baseman, Luis
Nola, in his 10th season, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. One out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball. Throw over to Cronenworth, and a couple of quick outs. Now here is Denzel Clark.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 1, Denzel Clark.
In there at the knees for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And connect on the curveball, struck him out. Here at Wrigley Field, set for the bottom of the third. And now Carson Kelly. First pitch misses. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Batting 8.
John Birdie at the plate.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
That's outside. Ball 1. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. That's hard hit on the line. Butler hauls it in, 2 away. Jake Fraley, the next cup to hit.
Left fielder, Jake Fraley.
In for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one is back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. An absolute smash to left. And that gives them the lead. It's 1-0. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And that one is lifted in the air. Clark sizes this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. The pitch. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Fought off foul. There's a swing and a drive. Hits the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Hung up in a rundown now. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. And here is Jacob Wilson to the right side. Birdie. Handles, throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And now the DH, Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1.
Rooker.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Hard on the ground to first. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Soderstrom swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Two outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying, and that one's gone into the bleachers. And the Cubs have the lead now. It's 2-1. And now it's Juan Soto. Went down on strikes his first time through. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and that's a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way.
Up
Just a
next,
solid
first
swing
time.
right there.
The third baseman.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Sean
Machado.
Newcomb.
Just trying to keep this one close
Now,
here,
for
and
the
this is
Athletic.
where a bullpen can give their players a
Number
chance to
31.
fight back into the game.
Sean Newcomb.
Here's Machado. And
Ball,
that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And a swing and a miss. Soto
ball,
gets his
1
lead at
strike.
first with nobody out. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that's a base hit. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And here is Jake Cronenworth.
That's
Checks
a
his
check. Did
swing.
he
Now an
swing?
appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. That one not close. And now 2-0.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be.
On the ground to short, Wilson. On the run, throw to first. And he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores. So now the DH spot, Gavin Sheets. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good late sink on that
1-1.
fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1-2.
Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Now batting, catcher Carson.
And now the batter is Carson
Kelly.
Kelly. Flied out his first time. And there's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Rolled over to third. Over to Arias, 1. And that's 2. Back here at the friendly
Leading off for the
confines.
A's,
We go to the
the
top of the
catcher,
5th.
Shea
And now here's the A's catcher,
Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers. Nola back to work. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Cronenworth takes it
Now
himself.
batting,
One up,
the
one
first
down.
baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Kurtz
No.
at the plate now. That's ball 1. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there.
1 ball,
and now
1
it's even
strike.
1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out
1
front
ball,
that time.
2 strikes.
On a line out towards center. Pro Armstrong pulls it down. 2 down. Max Muncy up next
Up
for the
next
A's. 0 for 1 so
baseman,
far.
Max Muncy.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have
ball,
time to
2
think
strikes.
in between pitches.
And that
Ball
one
1.
is downstairs. 1 and 2 to
1-2.
count. And down on strikes he goes. The A's go quietly. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And
off
stepping
for the
in
Cubs,
is the
the
speedy
second baseman,
John Birdie.
John.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in
Inside.
1961, They played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Check swing, went around.
1-1.
That's strike one. And strike two. The other way, and that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. He's already homered in this game. And the first offering is not close. Swing and a miss as he was late. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and chases a low one there. Throw to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. So the lineup flips over. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No ball, 1 strike.
And now the count is even. And that one almost hit him.
Straightened him up a little bit.
And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's Frankie Lindor. He's already homered here in this one.
Lindor.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fraley off of first with 2 away. Smash to the left side. Throws to first in time. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Urias. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, and there's one down. Next up for the A's, Denzel Clark. His first at bat was a strikeout. Clark measures 6 feet 4 inches, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. 0-2 now. And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Back to the top of the lineup, Lawrence Butler up next for the A's.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That's the 3rd, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Right through there for a strike. Runner takes off, puts a bunt down. Throw over to Cronenworth. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the sixth
Leading
inning.
off
Juan
for the
Soto
Cubs,
now.
the right fielder, Juan Soto.
And there's a foul ball. Grounds one to short. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here comes Manny Machado. 1 for 2.
Machado.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is down low. And there's the automatic. Well struck left field. Clark, long run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's one down. And up next for Chicago, Jake Cronenworth. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Justin Sterner.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
In the air, left field, down the line. Soderstrom snags it for the second out. Gavin Sheets will hit next. Who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And he swings through that one. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now it's going to be Carson Kelly.
0-1.
Strike 2. First and second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Chopped left side. Fires over to first. Out number 3. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. That one hammered center field. Crow Armstrong ranges back. Out of here! He crushes that one to center field. It's 3-2.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. 0 for 2 in this one. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Into center field. That'll fall for a hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to...
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. And strike 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Got it. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Nick Kurtz, the next to hit.
The first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Fraley really on his horse for it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one ripped right center field. Banks off the wall. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So the tying run at second, shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here at Wrigley Field, now here is John Birdie.
Second baseman, John Birdie.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Up next.
So up now for Chicago, Jake Fraley.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Center field. Makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the second baseman, Luis Urias.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 24, Caleb Field ball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. On the ground to the left. Machado throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
The right fielder.
And next for the Cubs, Juan Soto. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Couldn't run it down. Soto round second, heads for third. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pitch was on the outside. Didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And now it's Manny Machado. Ball one there.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Swing and a miss. One away with a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's towards center. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 4-2.
Number 9.
And up next for Chicago, Jake Cronenworth. Drilled out towards left center field. Way back there. It has the distance gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 5-2. So 2 down. Gavin Sheets, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. That's inside. Just missed. Sterner, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. Guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swings through that. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel
Now
any
batting,
vibration
catcher,
in your hands
Carter.
whatsoever. For such a good feeling. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. 0 for 3 in this one. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
2 outs. That one the other way. And a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So up now for Chicago. Osvaldo Bido taking over on the mound.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. The 1-0.
Ball.
Sheets at second. Kelly on at first with 2 down. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That one finds the zone. 2-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and he breaks his bat. Oh, and it hits the base. And they get the out after the ricochet. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Here at Wrigley Field, we go to the ninth, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Thielbar back to work. Swing and a bouncer. Lindor to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now at the plate, Brent Rooker.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. The A's down to their final out. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's.
The left fielder, Tyler
Thielbar, 38 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
No ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That finishes the evening's action. Nola with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very